Hi everybody, Anthony Navarro here with Colorado Shooting Sports. After 10 years in business, everybody knows that we offer a money-back guarantee on all of our classes. That's how confident we are that you're going to have a lot of fun, it's going to be challenging, and more importantly, you're going to get up-to-date and accurate information. As opposed to a lot of stuff out there, it's a lot of hearsay and made-up stuff, and just they say stuff because maybe it sounds cool and it's maybe illegal. So instead of having the question of, hey, how can I get my money back? Almost 100% of the time people are asking, what do I take next? And they'll say, I know you offer 12 different types of classes. What should I take next? I always recommend taking Tactical Pistol at least once a year, if not more. It's just a phenomenal class that develops your mind, not just your use of a gun. So we offer Tactical Pistol, Basic Pistol, Tactical Rifle, Tactical Shotgun, Tactical Revolver, Trauma Medical, Close Range Combat, Vehicle Gunfighting, Low Light Night Fighting. The list kind of goes on and on, so I really challenge you guys and ask you guys to go to the website and look at the list and class descriptions, maybe even check out the videos on what the classes are all about, and then get yourself signed up for one because you have nothing to lose. Not even your money. If you don't like the class, ask for your money back. So the very first class that I recommend, and it's kind of like, I like to call it the gateway drug, because it's going to basically give you the core philosophies of everything that Colorado Shooting Sports is. Unlike 99% of every gun store on the planet that's a gun store, very two-dimensional, like ex-cop or ex-military guy, and it's just very flat, two-dimensional. This is a school first. We're not a store first. So you're going to get a very different feel on how we treat our customers, how we educate our customers. So right off the bat, I recommend that you take Tactical Pistol. Now, if you notice, I didn't say Basic Pistol. Basic Pistol is the first half of Tactical Pistol at a cheaper price, but it doesn't include the shooting. Now, you need to keep in mind that those are very integral parts of the same thing. You got to win the gunfight before you can win the legal fight, or all these other things, okay? So, highly recommend Tactical Pistol. It's a roughly 8 to 10 hour class. I can pretty much guarantee it'll change your life as far as how you operate your business and operate how you operate as an employee, or any other aspect of your life where other people are involved. So the next one on the list, because I'm a nurse, or I should say was a nurse, is Tactical, or we changed the name a little bit, Trauma Medical. So we like to just call it TAC-Med. But Trauma Medical class, the most intense class that we offer, the most realistic class that we offer. And keep in mind, when you watch the videos of our tactical shotgun and rifle class and all sorts of team drills and explosions and stuff like that, I can definitely tell you that all of our students that have taken those classes, that take that class, tell us that that is the most intense class that they've ever taken. And we have a lot of people that think, well, I'm not going to carry a gun, or I'm not going to have a concealed weapon permit. I don't plan on getting shot. Well, you know what? No one plans on getting shot. No one plans on getting in a car accident, or maybe their child is running through the kitchen and smacks their head on the counter and is bleeding everywhere. So keep in mind that this is for dealing with probabilities of accidents, and just being a good person and being able to help somebody is a huge thing. There's not a cooler feeling that I know of driving up on an accident scene, fixing that person and driving off into the sunset, and knowing without a doubt that you absolutely changed somebody's life for the better. Absolutely, you made an impact. So I highly recommend that. And it does come with the medical kit, a full-on trauma kit that is just awesome. It's got enough stuff in there to fix like 3 people on the side of the road. So I highly recommend the Trauma Medical class. The last class, and keep in mind, these are like the 3 that I think that at some point in your life, you're going to use at least one of them. That's how confident I am that I'm telling you should take it, because we care about our students. They're kind of like family at that point. So this one right here, for short, we call it CRC, or Close Range Combat. Sounds kind of intense, kind of exciting, and it is. But in that class, we teach you how to disarm a guy coming at you with a knife, how to take the knife away from him while he's attacking you, how you can use a knife to defend yourself effectively, What do you do if somebody comes up and they're pointing a gun at you? How do you take the gun away? We're talking last resort stuff here. Or what if in a worst case scenario, you feel a gun behind you and you're being told to do something you don't want to do? How do you take the gun away without getting shot? We also deal with a lot of ground fighting, submission fighting, how to defeat a much larger adversary. So it's a hugely popular class with our female clients, but I highly recommend guys take it as well, because gunfights don't start at 25 yards or even 15 yards. The majority of armed attacks happen at handshake distances and less. So again, this is kind of like our holy trinity of classes that I highly recommend. People will ask, which one should I take first? Well, this one doesn't have a prerequisite, and neither does this one, meaning you don't have to take tac pistol ahead of time. But when you're going through these classes, some of the terms we're using in the situation we put you in, they might not make sense. So I always recommend that people take tactical pistol first and build that baseline of capability and our core philosophies are what we're doing. And at that point, I would just say take the closest one on our schedule. We offer this one 2 or 3 times a year, and roughly 2 or 3 times a year as well for the close range combat. So again, I highly recommend any of those 3 classes. I can even picture hundreds of scenarios where you would have to use the skills that we teach in all of these 3 classes all in the same 20 minutes. You might be involved in a situation where you have to disarm a bad guy. It evolves and you take it away, he runs away, but maybe he comes back with his friends and you have to engage in a gunfight. A few minutes